Good evening, friends. How are you? I'm your friend Saurabh Shukla. I'm going to be your physics teacher for the coming year. I am a physics teacher as well as a physics student also, because the learning of physics won't stop till the last moment of our life. Okay, physics, which is a wonderful subject, very interesting, and it is the closest subject to all the day-to-day phenomena. So therefore, it is personally my favorite. Let us start our first chapter, physical world. Without wasting time, let us look at what is the meaning of physical world. The word physical means something which is perceived by our senses. See, we are able to see certain things, we are able to listen to different things, we are able to touch different things. All these things, the things that we are able to experience through our senses, they belong to the world which is known as physical world. Okay, now through our senses, when we experience this phenomena, they all are the phenomena of nature, things which are surrounding us. Nature, you can as well use the word universe. Okay, and the study of nature has always been a subject of curiosity for various people, particularly the scientists. Okay, you might have heard the word science. What is science? The word science has come from the Latin word scientia, which means to know something. This is not a systematic definition, this is just the word. Systematic definition of science. The definition says that science is a systematic attempt or an organized knowledge to understand the natural phenomena in as much detail as possible and use that knowledge to predict, to modify, and to control this phenomena. See, each word in the definition is very important. Let us try to understand. Science is a systematic attempt or organized knowledge. What is the meaning of organized knowledge? You might probably have heard the words data, information, and knowledge. Just for half a minute, 30 seconds, close your eyes and try to differentiate these three words. Try to guess the difference between the meaning of these three words. What is the difference between data, information, and knowledge? Done? Okay, let me tell you the difference. See, data is also information, but it is unorganized. Data is very unorganized. When we organize these details, it is converted into information. For example, just in the last week you got your results. So before the results, there were say 50 or 100 students in your class. Now when we got the result, we have the data of how many marks each of the students have received. But when we try to sort those marks as per the percentages, as per the subject wise marks, then it is converted into information. So information is organized data, or you can see data is unorganized information. And then when this information, when the data is organized, you can apply that data. When we apply that information, when we apply that data, that information is converted into knowledge. And we all know that knowledge is power. This is the power of science, the power of knowledge of various natural phenomena that we have been using to our benefit since long time. We means I am pointing out the scientists here. See, they have been trying to understand the nature. They have been trying to do it systematically, and they have tried to organize that knowledge to understand various natural phenomena. What could be the natural phenomena? See, the hours of the day are changing. When you get up in the morning, everywhere there is light. At the night, everywhere there is dark. In the light, you are able to see things. You are able to watch beautiful scenery. Through your ears, you are trying to listen to different things in the morning itself. So, these all are natural phenomena. scientists tried to understand these natural phenomena in as much detail as possible. See, what is the meaning of as much detail as possible? They don't stop anywhere. Before few years, it was believed that when we try to break up any material, we get the smallest particle. It is called particle. In Sanskrit, it was known as Kan, from the name of a saint called Kanan. Now then, after few years, they tried to further dig into the information and they came up with the word called molecule. They said that particle is not the smallest thing, molecule is the smallest thing. Then science proceeded further and got into the details of atom. Then they said that atom is the smallest particle. After few years, they told that no, atom is not the smallest. Atom is made up of protons, neutrons, electrons and various other particles. There are almost 100 different types of particles which are present in the atom. After few years, they said that protons, neutrons or electrons are the smallest particles. Then they further went into the details and told that no, protons and neutrons are not the smallest particles. The smallest particles are something called as quarks. And today they are even trying to go beyond quarks. So it is an ever progressing thing. People try to understand the natural phenomena in as much detail as possible, and they use that knowledge to predict, to modify and to control these phenomena. See, how we can control this phenomena. For example, this is the season of summer. Somebody, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, he found this phenomena called electricity. He found this electric energy. Okay. There was Mr. Michael Faraday, who found the phenomena of electromagnetic induction, through which we were able to convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy. When that thing was possible, we were able to modify that electrical energy and we were able to use it to our benefit. See, outside weather can be 45 degrees, but when you are sitting in the room with an AC, the temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius. So basically you are trying to measure the temperature and then control that. So like that we can understand various phenomena, we can study them in depth, we can define laws out of that, and then we can modify those phenomena and control those phenomena. Are you getting what I am trying to say? Okay. We'll get to the prediction part also. But first of all, let's now try to move beyond science. Okay. See, our subject is physics. What is the meaning of physics? The word physics means the study of nature. Nature. The word nature means, there is a Sanskrit word which describes nature. It is known as bhautiki. Bhautiki. In other language also, in the Greek language, there is a word called physicia. Physicia also means nature. So the word is associated with nature, and it is the study of nature and the natural laws. Let us try to define physics. See, in different books and different sources, you might find different definitions of physics.